Welcome everyone to the weekly Crypto Empire Sunday live stream. My name is Connor, and this is where we dominate the crypto market. I want to welcome everybody to the weekly live stream. Thank you for taking some time out of your Sunday to be here. We do have a lot to discuss, a lot to talk about. So let's get right into it. What do you say? We do have Jay-Z in the chat today saying, love this guy. I appreciate your support. Thank you for being here on the stream on time. I do appreciate that. And yeah, let's continue onwards. And we got Guy Crip saying, hey man, good to see you every Sunday. Do you know anything about IrisNet? If you look on CoinMarketCap, you see below 20 holders. That doesn't sound right. Looks dodgy, or am I missing something? I don't know too much about IrisNet, Guy Crypt, but I will check it out. And we also got Lisa Ford saying hello. We got Naveen and we got Alice saying happy Sunday. Welcome everybody to the stream. Already have 13 viewers. Thank you for being here on time. We do have a lot to cover. A lot of interesting things to go over. Some things are developing into the charts that I do want to share with you. Some relevant updates. So let's start off by taking a look at the overall cryptocurrency market cap. Sitting at spot number one, of course, we have Bitcoin trading at $29,967. We have ETH trading for 2K. Then we have BNB for 316. So everything is the same. Everything has been sideways really all week long. Prices have not been changing at all over the past 9 days or so. And let's take a look at today's top winners. We have Terra up 73%. What is going on there, huh? This thing is still trading. We do have gamblers throwing money at it, thinking if they put $1,000 in and it goes back to $1, they're going to be rich and be able to retire, etc., etc. Not the way to really be doing things right now. It's pure speculation, pure gambling with Terra Luna. And we have UST up 25%, trading for 6.3 cents. So an absolute catastrophe right there. I got destroyed with Terra and UST. I will be going over that later on in this stream, talking about some stablecoin strategies, because now we see a lot of people talking about the best ways to use your stablecoins, get yield by putting in this DeFi protocol. I have a very clear stance on stablecoins right now with the current market conditions, and I can't wait to share that with you in about 15-20 minutes when we do get to that segment of the Crypto Empire weekly live stream. We also have Zilliqa up 9.2% on the day, trading for 5.7 cents. So Zilliqa continues to be a strong altcoin despite the horrible market conditions. Then T-Fuel as well. Everybody forgot that Theta was a top 10 coin at the peak of the last bull run, which was around a year ago now, right? Theta was in the top 10. People forget about, the market cap is constantly changing. Theta and T-Fuel, very solid coins, tokens. Theta, very solid project. And it will have a huge revival when the market does flip bullish again. So do not forget about Theta and, of course, T-Fuel, which is the fuel of the network. So we do have a green day today. Everything's up a little bit, but really nothing crazy. Taking a look at today's top losers, we have Phantom. I've given you guys my thoughts about Phantom. Not the biggest fan of the ecosystem. There are some better EVM chains out there over Phantom. Nonetheless, Phantom's down 5.1% on the day. We also have Helium, and no real big losers. Phantom is our biggest loser today at 5.1%. We got Don Ragnar saying, yo, what's up, Don? How are you, my friend? Good to see you. We got Dino saying, hi. Like for you, man. Cheers. Cheers to that. Thank you, Dino. I appreciate that like. We also got Moby Sage in the building. What's up, Moby? Happy day, Connor. Happy day indeed. Hope you're doing well, Moby. Always good to hear from you. Thank you for your constant positivity and engagement, whether it's in my Telegram group here on YouTube, Twitter, other relevant Telegram communities that Crypto Empire is affiliated with, etc., etc. Moby, you are always here, and I greatly appreciate all of your continued support. Thank you very much, my man. We got Guy Crip saying, appreciate you. What's up, Guy? We got Patrick in the building as well. What's up, Patrick? Saying hello, crypto fanatics. Ian, all the regular viewers are here today, eager to see what we do have to talk about in the live stream. I'm excited to present this information to you. Let's go ahead and move on to the next segment of the Crypto Empire weekly live stream. Let's go ahead and take a look. I do have the dollar chart pulled up. We'll take a look at the dollar after we look at Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin first. So Bitcoin, look at this beautiful chart. You can really see what's going on there. That's sarcasm, by the way. Anyway, if I drop this down to a 4-hour time frame, you can see over the past 9 days, we have been going completely sideways. complete consolidation, really playing ping pong between supply and demand in a very narrow range. The high being around $31,200, the low being around $28,500, right? We do have this very clear demand level outlined with my gray box. If I drop this down to a 1 hour chart, we can get an even better look at it. So here on the 1 hour, you can see very clearly the range that we are in. We go up, we go down, we go up, down, etc., etc., etc. Sooner or later, we will trade out of this range. However, for the time being, my trend lines are being respected very well, as you can see here on the charts. Every time price comes to my descending trend line from over here, which is, call it May 9th, when we saw the last big leg down, right? That was the initiation of the last big leg down here around May 9th, right? We draw trend lines connecting all the tops, and this trend line is the major resistance line on the chart at the current moment in time. So my trading strategy plan for this range hasn't really changed at all. If you guys recall, over the past few weeks, I've mentioned how I do expect price to basically bounce in a range, which is exactly what's happening. But for my range, I said we can go as high as $35,000 to $40,000 for Bitcoin. Okay, so that would take us to all of my yellow lines up here, as you guys can see. And if you do recall as well, 40K was the real kind of top before we fell off a cliff on BTC. Right, 40K over here. From 40K, we just went straight down. Okay, so that's a big level. Definitely could potentially see that get retested for a double top type of scenario. The title of the live stream is, will we have a crypto summer bull run? It's possible we see some relief push towards 40K. Of course, this would make everybody extremely excited, make everybody cheerful. Yeah, we're going back up to the all-time high, but it's not that simple. Okay, we are still in a very tight range, and even if we do get up to 40K, we are still in that range. That does not mean we're going to instantly go back up and start printing new all-time highs, because there are a lot of other factors on the table right now, including things like interest rates, the overall economy, inflation, Ukraine-Russia situation. The list really does go on, and so we're going to see what does happen with that. But anyway, back to over here for BTC. Sorry, just checking up on the chat really quick, see what's happening. I'll get to that in a second. So looking at BTC again, I do have my supply zone outlined over here, 32 grand. Okay, I am looking for shorts here. If we do get a push break this trend line, which I do think will happen this week, right? This trend line over here. If we do get a push up towards 32 to 33K, as you see with my red boxes, these are supply zones. These are zones where I look to short. So if we do get a push up here, I will be looking to short. Okay, I do think from this range that we are in, even if we do go as high as 40K, I think ultimately we will make a lower low. I don't think that $25,200 is the low of the bear market. Could I be wrong? Of course. However, I do think if I go to the weekly chart, that down here, the previous all-time high level at $20,000, there's a decent probability that it does get tested. So yes, we are range bound. We might chop around for a few weeks, a few more months. Who knows how long it's going to take? Nobody can time the market. That's why timing in the market is better than trying to time the market. It's an age-old investor saying right there. Anyway, 20K, big level, could definitely get hit. Pretty decent probability it does. Might happen sometime in June, might happen in July, where we see kind of a bear market low. But I do think that 20K, it's a logical level, previous all-time high from the previous bull run. So strong probability it does get tested. But for the time being, we're just chopping around. Okay, so nothing exciting has happened over the past 10 days or so. Again, my trading plan, we do come up here to around 32, 33K. I'm looking for shorts. All right, and that would also match up with this trend line I do have drawn on the chart, right, this ascending line. If we do end up coming back to these supply areas, it would make sense for a back test of this trend line before a continuation down lower. So that's what I'm looking for. Have these supply levels marked on your own chart. Be ready for if they do get tagged because they will most likely present pretty decent trading opportunities. Now, here in the short term, if I go to the very short term, if I drop this down to a 30-minute chart for all the scalpers out there, as you can see, we are in one of my gray boxes over here, this one. Okay. Now, I didn't really trade too much this week because of the chop. I never forced trades, but I did get stopped out of a few in this chop. Right, I shorted up here at around 29,400, and pretty much this was over here. So I was wrong on that short. I had the direction right, but my execution wasn't perfect. That happens. Nonetheless, choppy market conditions, risk was managed, so it's no big deal. But I haven't really been trading this chop too much. Now, here in the short term, I can definitely see price pull back to some support over here, or the big demand zone that's been tested repeatedly, right? It's so simple in hindsight. Just use the demand level and go long. But in these really lower time frame choppy conditions, in the moment, it's not necessarily that easy to basically say, all right, I'm buying in this demand zone. It's going to go right back up to supply, as it has done, right? Like I said, this is just ping pong, going back and forth here. Supply, 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 demand, demand, demand. Just bouncing up and down, sideways, no direction. But here in the short term, for all the scalpers, I'd say probability is that we do get rejected again from this line. As you can see, the trend line has held up strong, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a small little pullback throughout the day today, going into the weekly close in around 5.5 hours from now, back down to demand over here, maybe at around 29K. But that's Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and take a look at the US dollar index on the higher time frame. And the dollar is having its red week this week. So, looking at the dollar index, of course, the dollar is inversely correlated to risk on assets such as cryptocurrencies, stocks, equities, etc. So the dollar had multiple green weeks. The dollar printed 5 straight weeks of green. Now we are seeing the dollar signs of weakness, signs of losing momentum with this red weekly bearish engulfing candle here printing on the charts. This won't officially close again for another 5.5 hours, but it will probably close looking like a nice bearish engulfing candle like so. So that's a very good thing for crypto. Of course, these levels have not been reached for the dollar since 2002. Right over here in 2002, the dollar has not been this strong in a very long time. And all the strength of the dollar means is that people are choosing to hold cash rather than risk on assets, whether that be stocks, crypto, etc. People are holding more cash, right? They're not risk on. Red candles on the dollar means people are starting to deploy their cash back into assets. All right, so this is good. This is good that we have a red candle printing here on the weekly, a nice big fat red one. Now we're going to see if we do have continuation from here. If we do have some type of continuation, maybe back down to the 199 level, that could be a catalyst right there for a crypto bull run summer. Right? I know the popular thing with the youth nowadays, they have it on the radio songs like, White Girl Summer or whatever. We're calling it Crypto Bull Run Summer here on Crypto Empire, all right? So get that mainstream stuff out of here. We do call it the Crypto Bull Run Summer, right? That's what we look forward to here. Not whatever the nonsense they're saying on the radio nowadays, all right? So nice red candle here. If I drop this to a 3-day, yeah, this is a huge multi-year resistance level. So we like to see this hold as resistance. We'd like to see the dollar get rejected here back down to support, which would provide temporary relief for the cryptocurrency market. So something exciting to look forward to amidst all of the bearish stuff you see everywhere when it does come to crypto. And that is our Bitcoin update as well as the dollar update for the day. Let me go ahead and catch up with the live chat and see what everybody is saying right now. Let's see, we got McNaz96, nice to see you again. Any updates on ZK Sync? Do you think they will start to do the airdrop? Haven't really been paying attention to ZK Sync. I know Optimism and Arbitrum have spoken about their airdrops, etc. So I mean, hopefully ZK Sync airdrops us something. That would be great. I did make that tutorial back in, I believe, December of 2021 for the probability or the chance that there would be an airdrop, and we haven't seen it yet. But who knows what's going to happen in the future? So good question, but I'm not too sure about that. Dino M, Polkadot, end of 2022 at $40. It's possible. DOT is a great project, very, very strong coin, and the price doesn't reflect its fundamentals, basically. Could it go to $40 at the end of 2022? It largely depends on the rest of the market as well as the entire macro global economy. So a lot will go into that prediction. It's not as easy to say yes or no to that question. So we're going to have to see how things do develop here in the market. Moby Sage saying, I had a DCA question. If you have only $200 to dollar cost average with, every 2 weeks, how many coins is over diversification? Currently, I divide it in between 6 coins, or should I just do $100 into Bitcoin and ETH? So if you got $200 and you're going into 6 coins, I would personally chop that into 2 or 3 coins. I would chop that in half. Right, 6 is you only need 1 to hit big. Right, so you're giving yourself more of a chance to basically, if you play the venture capitalist investor type, where you only need 1 real big win to pay for everything else and get your profits, 6 is a good number. But if you're using high conviction plays with very strong fundamentals, you only really need a 3, 4 maybe. And Bitcoin and ETH, if you only have around $200, I understand your willingness to take risks on altcoins. This way you can sell them for more Bitcoin and ETH at a later date. But yeah, I would say 3 to 4. Good question, Moby. We got Choco Capilot saying, hey bro, I just paid for the program. I need help joining the Discord. Anyone can help me out. So you should be automatically in the Discord. I'll check it out after the live stream. But yeah, I do use Upgrade Chat. It should put you automatically into the Discord if you did check out through my official Crypto Empire website. So I'm not sure why you're not in. Nonetheless, I will check it out immediately after the stream for you, but I appreciate you chiming into the stream, and thank you for your support. We got Free Thinker. Crypto is a hedge against fiat? Absolutely, but not what she thinks right here, right? We'll be getting into that in a second. Look at those eyes. She doesn't think that. She thinks fiat is the end-all, be-all. Let's see. We got Romanio saying, what's up? What's up, Romanio? How are you? Patrick, this week I doubled my Harmony 1 stack. Stupid or smart play? Depends on your time horizon, Patrick. Long term, I think it's probably going to pay off well. Right? I'd put a high probability chance that, 4 or 5 cent Harmony 1, it will go back up. Here in the short term, I wouldn't necessarily expect too much from it. So if you can wait, if you can stomach it out and wait a little while, a few months, who knows how long it's going to take for it to go back up. But I think over the long term, it's going to be a great decision that you made to double your Harmony 1 around 4 to 5 cents. But understand it could take a while for it to come to fruition here in the short term. We got Rigoberto saying, smash that like button, everyone. Rigoberto, you took the words right out of my mouth. We got 52 viewers and only 19 likes. If you're watching this right now and if you're enjoying the stream so far, go ahead and smash up that like button. It greatly helps out the channel. It boosts the YouTube algorithm for the channel and gets this out to more viewers. Gets my content out to more viewers. So smash up the like button and as well get some hype in the chat. All right, I want to see some fire emojis, some 100 emojis. I want to see all of that in the chat. Go ahead and make it happen right now for me. Ala calls it sideways forever. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much sideways forever. Alice saying all the Polkadot and Kusama parachains are going to the WEF Davos thing they got going on next month. So yes, good point, Alla. That's a good thing, and depending on your beliefs, of course, we are inclusive channel here at Crypto Empire. We welcome everybody. depending on your beliefs, that could also be a bad thing. Okay? Of course, you should know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, that is a little bit sketchy. Let's see if we can find the Polkadot ecosystem over here. So if we go to, I've been on their website, the WEF website, and you can see all of the crypto projects that they back or they're affiliated with, etc. And if we look at the Polkadot ecosystem, we got Link, we got Energy Web Token, Origin Trail, Ocean Data right there, Origin Trail is supply chain, Kilt Identity. So a lot of very relevant things when it comes to, governing the population of Earth. So it makes sense that they're going to the WEF forum in Davos. And, hopefully that just means that they're going to dodge regulation. Hopefully they don't sell out. Time will tell. But yeah, I mean, the coins that are, kind of protected from regulation are a good thing. Regulation concerns are a very valid concern right now, especially what happened with Terra Luna and the UST stablecoin. Right, it's a very valid concern, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's sketchy that they're all going to that. I agree with you, Allah. Moby, no problem, my friend. Don Ragnar, when Fed starts QT in June, liquidity crisis across all markets will cause a further sell-off. And Don Ragnar, if Lagarde thinks crypto is worthless, then her friends in government shouldn't accept the taxes. Yeah, good point, Don. Now, let's talk about what you said for a second. A liquidity crunch and stable coins. So, we all know what happened to UST and Luna. It was a failure. I personally lost quite a nice sum of money in that, depending on some, it's a pretty life-changing amount. It was over 100K. So I got wrecked on that, and now we have a bunch of people coming up on YouTube, best stablecoin strategies for yield. This is what you should do with your stablecoins, etc., etc., etc. Understand something very clear right now. Stablecoins are extremely valuable when we have liquidity crunches in the market. If you want to, and by the way, if you're putting your stablecoins into a DeFi protocol, you are taking on risk. More risk than just holding the stablecoin, because something could happen to that protocol, etc. Could be an exploit, you don't know. The point of stablecoins is to have them ready to deploy. Okay? Not to put them in some protocol and get 7-8% yield. Keep your 7-8%. Right? If you just lost big on something like Luna, and you think you can make it back getting 7% yield, you don't understand, right? Even with $1 million, 7% is $70K a year. That's not enough to recoup your losses. Stablecoins are great when used properly. Don't listen to some YouTuber who comes up and he's talking about the best stablecoin strategies right now. He literally needs to do that to keep his channel relevant as a DeFi channel for views, right? Understand the game here being played. YouTube is a game, right? That's why I make my stupid thumbnail faces sometimes. I'm playing the game, that's all. I know some people don't like them. Too bad. I'm going to keep on doing them because that's how you play the game. And I don't play to lose. I'm a very competitive person and I play to win. Anyway, your stablecoins should be held for liquidity crunch situations. If you want to put them in some DeFi protocol, have them locked up for 30, 60 days to get 7%, be my guest. Me personally, I keep my stablecoins ready to deploy. I keep some on exchanges, most of it in cold storage, ready to go when we see, like what Don talked about, a big further sell-off. Okay? Stablecoins become extremely valuable when we have liquidity crunches. These are the optimal buying opportunities in the bear market when we see prices get slashed, huge sell-offs, right? People think it's the end of the world. These times are when you use your stablecoins. Okay? So I know you think you have to do something with your stablecoins. You see them just sitting in your wallet. Good. That's the way it should be with your stables. Because guess what? When it's time to go risk on again, when we see that huge liquidity crunch, huge sell-off, that will be the time to flip the switch. Right now we're risk off. The switch will flip, and we will go risk on again. okay, that is when you start to deploy your stablecoins. If they're locked up in some DeFi protocol, you're out of luck. You're a fish out of water. You can't do anything. Your stablecoins become essentially worthless. I can earn a lot more than 7% deploying my stablecoins at the correct time in the market. I can easily earn 100%, 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x, 100x. I've done it before and I plan on doing it again. Okay? So don't be some dude out there who thinks you need to put your stablecoins in some protocol and earn 7%, 8%. Your stablecoins are extremely valuable when everybody wants them. When does everybody want them? During a liquidity crunch, a major sell-off in the market. That is the time everybody is desperate for stablecoins. That's when we see capitulation. People panic sell their altcoins, but you are the buyer there with your stablecoins ready to deploy. All right, if you guys understand what I'm saying right now, let me get some fire emojis in the chat. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, go ahead right now, put some fire emojis in the chat if you agree with what I'm saying right now. So that's my take on stablecoins right now. You should be in stablecoins, right? You should have a lot of stablecoins right now. Because there will come a time to flip risk on again, and if you have your stablecoins locked up in some DeFi protocol earning 7%, you're going to be out of luck, and you're going to miss the best buying opportunity. And here at Crypto Empire, we'll be catching 5x's, 10x's, 20x's, 50x's, and you'll be getting your 7% yield. The choice is yours. What do you want to do? You tell me. But yeah, don't be stupid with your stablecoins is what I'm trying to say here. Like, you're putting them at risk in a DeFi protocol for 7%. When you can hold them in your own custody, deploy them at the right time, and easily multiply your money. That's the game here, all right? So if you want to listen to some YouTuber trying to get views talking about his best stablecoin strategies, go for it. But here at Crypto Empire, it's facts over feelings. I only keep it real, and that's my stance on stablecoins right now. Anyway, bit of a tangent right there, but Don, I appreciate your input talking about a further sell-off. And yes, I do think the Federal Reserve will continue to hike interest rates. And there are, of course, regulatory concerns. We have the president of the European Central Bank saying that crypto is worthless, saying that nothing does back it. Well, the same thing does go for fiat currency, so this is a huge contradictory statement right here. Of course, she is just protecting her bags and her power as the president of the European Central Bank. See, so Lagarde says right here, my extremely modest opinion is that cryptocurrency is worthless. It is founded on nothing and there are no underlying assets to serve as a safety anchor, she said. I don't know if you know this, but the US government is completely broke. Same thing with, the European Union or whatever. The reason they are even to pay for anything is one, taxes. But taxes only cover about half of their bill. Okay? The other half, how do they pay for it? They print money from the sky. They took the dollar off of the gold standard back in 1971, right? So the dollar is actually backed by no underlying assets, right? She's literally describing fiat currency here, right? So the government, they take half of their bills in taxes, then they need to print money to pay for the other half. They just print money into oblivion. Okay, so the choice is yours again. What asset do you want to hold? Yes, right now cash is actually king here in the short term, right? Because we're seeing liquidity crunches. We probably will see further sell-offs. I talked about the 20K level on BTC. Also, notably the 15 to 12K level. It's possible. That's a very low probability compared to 20K. I think it's a decent probability we see 20K Bitcoin. But understand here, there's a large, they don't want you to invest in crypto is what I'm trying to say. And, it should be pretty clear from this article. So, depends who you want to listen to. If you want to take the risk and invest into cryptocurrency, it's been very lucrative for myself. It's been very lucrative for millions of people around the world now. If you're just getting into it, and if you have to be very clear about your beliefs, and you can't let things like this influence your beliefs. Crypto is here to stay. I know when we have these bearish times, you think, man, maybe it's never going to come back. Maybe Bitcoin really is, a Ponzi. Maybe it's going to fail. Bitcoin's been around from 2009 now, okay? Every single year, the same arguments come up. oh, it's going to fail, etc., etc. It just keeps on going up over time. Crypto is on an exponential adoption and growth curve to the upside. You are in the right place. Do not let things like this, these articles from these central bankers, sway you off of your goals when it comes to trading and investing. All right? We are in the right market. This market will once again flip bullish, flip risk on, and that will be the time to strike, to pounce. Let them keep fudding, right? They can say all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that they want. That's great for us. Hopefully the non-believers will panic sell, capitulate, and we will be there to buy their bags on the low, see them multiply, and then sell them back to the people that panic sold again at the top, take our profits, and we'll be drinking champagne on a yacht in the Mediterranean while they're back doing whatever they were doing before, listening to Lagarde. That's the game. See what's going on in the chat. Oh, we got mad fire emojis. Appreciate all your support, everybody. Love the hype. Wasn't even paying attention to it, but I see all you guys. Thank you for all that. Let's see what else is happening. A lot to catch up on. All right, Choco is back in the Discord. Perfect, Choco. Good to see you in there. Let's see. Jay-Z, if you had put all $10,000 in either Theta or Solana, what would it be? Love your content. I think a safer bet, that's a tough question. Both are good, but Solana is more kind of a guarantee as a layer 1 blockchain. You know, there's a lot of criticism when it comes to Solana. It's still in beta, you know, so if they actually do get it fixed, Solana will be a huge layer 1. But I would wait for lower prices for Solana. Right, I think we could see $25-$30, possibly even lower there for Sol. Manu, what are your thoughts on security tokens? And you have your eyes on. If you mean security, do you mean privacy? If you're talking about privacy, I've made a few videos about privacy coins. Go ahead and check those out. Dogecoin to $1. Maybe next bull run, but not anytime soon. Thoughts on API 3? Good Oracle project. Not as well known. I know a lot of people into basically, you know, the banker coin sector love API 3. You know, all the XRP Army guys, HBAR, Barbarians, etc. all are in on API 3. I've talked about API 3 a bit. I'm not as bullish as they are on it, but I think it's a very solid project. Rigoberto saying, if you have time to get an extra job or pick up shifts at your current job, do it so you can pack your bags. That's what I'm currently doing. Let's go. Rigoberto, thank you for saying that, and I always appreciate your positivity, Rigoberto. You, my friend, I mean, I'm very grateful to have you in the Crypto Empire community. That right there is absolutely true, right? Unless you're trading, right? It's basically not the time to be buying crypto. Now is the time to focus on, you know, getting stable coins or fiat ready to deploy when we see that big liquidity crunch. Picking up an extra shift at your job is a great idea, Rigoberto. So good on you for working hard and making it happen. And if anybody out there watching this right now is wondering what they should do if they don't have any money to invest, etc., go get a job, work hard, and you'll have money. It's very simple. If you don't have money, you work. You work, you get money. Simple. Stop being lazy. All right? Get up off your couch and go to work. Let's see. We got Dre in here. What's up, Dre? Good to see you. Don saying API 3 won't even create a noticeable dent for Chainlink. Yeah, Chainlink will stay the king. I agree, Don. Moby Sage, any inside info on where Levana Dragons and the protocol are going to migrate to? Moby, good question. So I have been in contact with the Levana team, and I will be having them back on the channel this upcoming week. This Thursday, actually, at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to have Jonathan, the head of communications for Levana, as well as Beach Dragon, also known as Mimi. She is the director of NFTs behind all the beautiful dragon NFTs that you see. She's in charge of all that. So I'm going to have them back on the channel this Thursday, and we're going to be discussing the future of Levana. They reached out to me. You know, they're fans of my channel, and they want to come back on. You know, not sponsored or anything, but I'm going to have them back on Thursday, so look forward to that. Let's see. Don Ragnar, I like how this Solana team hides behind. We are in beta every time the chain shuts down. You're in beta yet have billions in total value locked. Are they indirectly saying the total value locked is not fully secure? Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm not crazy bullish on Solana the way I am with some other layer ones. But yeah, good point. Alright, so now I'm caught up to the chat where I have a bunch of hype, a bunch of fire and bang emojis. Love all the support, everybody. Thank you. What do I think about layer 2 optimism? I think that it's not going to do anything significant here because the whole entire market is not going to do anything significant for the time being. Does it have potential to pump next bull run? For sure it does. When we have a crypto bull run, most coins tend to do well. So it could do well next bull run, but here in the short to mid-term, I wouldn't expect too much from Optimism token. Let's see. James Mateo, love the content once again, man. What's currently your favorite Moonshot coin? Moonshot. We're talking about low caps. I'm not going to talk about low caps right now because low caps won't do well here in this current market. But one, I actually talked about this in my Discord today. I'll mention it now for all the viewers watching this live and the recording. But KCS, Qcoin token is not one to ignore, right? There is money to be made with Qcoin. It's held up better than the majority of altcoins on the market with all these volatile times, right? We had a sell up below $10. It was immediately bought up. This gets burned. You get passive income for holding it in your Qcoin account. It's no secret that I'm bullish on Qcoin and its token. I made videos about it in the past. I talk about it frequently when I do my top 5 coins of the month videos, right? I frequently say KCS Qcoin token. I've been holding this coin for a very long time and I continue to add to it. So yeah, in terms of a moonshot, maybe it's not going to 100x, but if you want something to make money that's relatively reliable, I would say Qcoin is a good solid pick. Choco Capilot, this is the next bull run for Doge. If it is the next bull run for Doge, everybody who's been in the market from 2020 knows that Doge was the catalyst for the bull run. Doge was less than a penny. It was really the first coin to pump, then all other altcoins followed suit. So if this is the bull run for Doge, I would say that's extremely good for the entire market, but I don't think that this is the bull run for Doge personally. We got Jay-Z straight facts with Connor. Appreciate that, Jay-Z. Will Luna hit $1? Doubt it. Doubt it. Don Ragnar saying stack cash. That's the game, right? If you don't have any cash, what do? Go to work. Stop being lazy. It's not that hard to make money. When you really put your mind to it, and if you really want it, like they literally printed like trillions and trillions and trillions of it over the past few years. The money is there. You just have to figure out how to get it, all right? So go to work, basically, if you don't have any. No, a bunch of young people watching this, right? Because let's talk about that for a second with crypto. A bunch of young people over the past 2 years got the idea in their mind. Maybe they caught a crypto pump. They turned 2K into 200 grand. Now they're sitting on 200 grand. They cash it out. Like, that person will never be able to go back to a regular job, right? Especially if they weren't ambitious in the first place. So the mindset around a lot of crypto investors is very skewed to the real reality of the world. Because let's be real, like, the world is a dog-eat-dog place. You got to be switched on, you got to be on it, and you have to basically, you're going to get what you deserve at the end of the day, right? So, if you caught a crypto pump, turn 2 grand into 200 grand, you're basically a lottery winner. You know what happens to most lottery winners? They end up going broke. Same thing with pro athletes. They come from nothing. They get $1 million contract, $10 million contract. They take care of the hood, and they end up going broke. So you need to basically cultivate your yourself as an individual and get your internal thermostat up higher. Anyway, let's not go down that route right now. Let's get back to crypto. Let's see, on God. So you would suggest stacking stablecoins instead of dollar cost averaging right now? Depends on your strategy. Both, I would say. I would say both, right? Like, I bought Bitcoin at 29 grand. I haven't bought any since. I'm waiting for lower personally. At the same time, I'm always trying to stack stables, So, yeah, both, I would say, on God. Do you think Alu, Red Fox, Vulcan Forged, Ultra UOS will survive a bear market? I think so. I think those are strong metaverse coins. You don't know what's going to happen, right? So you can't really say for sure. But these are strong metaverse coins. Vulcan Forged back down under $5. All-time high of this is $50. UOS as well. I mean, all the gaming metaverse coins, we will have another metaverse bull run. These have lost a very significant amount of market share. But yeah, I think we will have a huge metaverse bull run again. And I think these are solid ones that you mentioned. Red Fox as well. I like Red Fox. So good chance they do survive, but they're like, this has a $29 million. That's impossible, no. 29 mil at rank 608. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, these market cap metrics aren't right on Red Fox. But Red Fox is a solid one. I think it has the potential to survive, but my word is not written in stone, so you don't know what's going to happen. Don Ragnar, Uniswap V3 will be deploying on Moonbeam. Good for Uniswap, but I mean, listen, their team is based on the U.S. They are subject to whatever the regulators say, right? So I'm not necessarily crazy bullish on Uniswap. Great, they're going to be on Moonbeam. Glimmer's a great coin. That's definitely a layer one that I was talking about Phantom, saying, there's better layer ones out there. Glimmer is one of those, right? And here you can see my gray box. People, when I made my Glimmer video, I said, yeah, I'm going to look to buy it under $1. Check the comment section of that video. It's never going to go to $1. Good luck at $1. Ha ha ha. Yeah, who's laughing now, right? We're at $1.22. We probably will get below $1. So yeah, Glimmer, very solid layer one, of course. Main Polkadot parachain. And this is a good coin. Very good coin. I think it's going to have a great bull run when the market does actually flip risk on. So, I mean, this wick, if you take this wick out of account, it went to $39. But really, if you just look at the bodies of the candles, you're around $12 to $14. Right now, we're at $1.23. So, some multiples there to be had. Could take a while, but there are definitely some multiples to be had with Glimmer. That is the Moonbeam network. Let's see. All right. We got a lot of requests for various altcoins. I'll get to that. I will get to that. Let's go over some Twitter stuff first. So we got Secrets of Crypto saying, when the price dumps too hard too fast, he buys. Will Bitcoin be higher than $31,000 in the future? Almost certainly. That means it's time to accumulate. Right, so we got some people calling Secrets out for saying he was wrong about altcoin season last year, whatever. Look, Secrets has been, by the way, look at the trending tweets over here. Very relevant to what we were discussing earlier. Right, Don? Second one especially. So, yes, Bitcoin will most likely be higher than $31,000 in the future. So, there's a pretty decent chance that if you're buying now, you will eventually be in profits down the line. When will that happen? We don't know. We don't have the crystal ball to tell. But understand that this isn't going anywhere. is the point of this tweet, basically. All right? Keep that in mind. Don't give up hope. Stay strong and stick to the strategy. Also, some satire. So this is from a trolling account on crypto Twitter saying, remember, if things get really bad financially, you can always blame influencers for your poor decisions. Now this is funny, right? I find this funny. I started making these videos here on YouTube, and now people classify me as an influencer, right? But people love to not take personal responsibility when it comes to their own money, putting it in the markets, right? After Luna collapsed, I got some messages from a lot of people, actually. Not so kind messages. Luckily, I have thick skin, so I don't really care. But a lot of people love to not take personal responsibility when things don't go their way. Use it as a lesson. Right? If you can take personal responsibility, admit you were wrong, reflect on what you did wrong, learn from the lesson so it doesn't happen again in the future, you're going to be successful in the long run, all right? So yes, funny tweet here, but at the same time, always take personal responsibility, right? So, some satire for you on this Sunday Crypto Empire weekly live stream. And by the way, look at our friend over here, the Moon. Not looking too happy about that. Al, join us for Moonsama Carnage every Sunday. It's really fun. I might have to join you every Sunday for that. We'll see, Alla. People asking about Cadena, Cardano, thoughts on NFTs. Yeah, I mean, NFTs, my thoughts on them is pretty relevant to what I just said. You know, a lot of people thought they were going to get, a lot of young people thought they could just, you know, live off of NFTs. It is kind of a bubble. The solid ones will stick around, but 95% of NFT projects are literally money grabs. The founders make a bunch of money initially from the mint, then they usually don't care anymore. All right, so super high risk stuff, and now is not the time to be risk on. So unless something is really kind of pertinent to what you want, an NFT project, then yeah, go ahead and go crazy with it. But for the most part, it's not the time to be risk on with NFTs right now. Investing large amounts of money into them. Who is having pizza for Bitcoin? Not me. Keep my Bitcoin in cold storage. Thank you very much. Lisa, should I put my W Luna in a wallet due to Coinbase delisting on the 27th? You could, or if you bought it on Coinbase, you can go and sell the W Luna if you want. This is not financial or tax advice. But if you bought W Luna on Coinbase for $80, $100, $50, and then you go to sell W Luna for a fraction of a penny, you can use that for a tax write-off if you want to do that. So yeah, you can put it in your wallet or just sell it back and take the L and use that as a tax write-off if you want. Not financial or tax advice. Consult a tax or financial professional for that. But good question, Lisa. Let's see. Thanks for speaking the truth. No problem. What I think about Juno, I like Juno a lot. Do like Juno a lot. Let's take a look at Juno. $7.17. So I haven't been keeping up to date with what Teras' plans are now. I know they want to make a layer 1 chain, smart contract blockchain. That's what Juno is. Like, who would want to go and use Terra as their main layer 1 now? Not me, right? They can go kick rocks. I don't care about Terra anymore. It's a failure. I took the loss. I moved on. I think I'm going to go back and support the community for a layer 1 chain. When we have Juno, we have EVMOS, we have GNO Land, we have other options out there in the Cosmos ecosystem that are better than Terra, and Juno is a top one. I believe that next bull run, Juno will go on a huge run. It's down 84% right now from its high. Still, the only place you can buy this, you can get it on MEXC now. But really, the only places you can buy this are Osmosis and Uniswap. By the way, Uniswap, if we go to Uniswap, let's go check out the raw token. Uniswap is now paying out some APRs for providing liquidity. Let's go look at that. So as you can see here, the Juno raw liquidity pool is paying out 285% APR. This is paid out in raw token. Okay, right now raw. So 285% is very good. Also 109% is very good. Understand it's paid out in a highly inflation token, right? Bunch of raw is just getting printed out. So there probably will be a lot of sell pressure on the market for the raw token. But this is very similar to what Osmosis did, or Osmosis does, right? You provide liquidity and you get paid out. On Osmosis is Osmo. Here on Uniswap, it's the raw token. So things are happening. Now if we take a look at the price of one raw token, currently costs 6.1 cents. All right, so still something, and could potentially be lucrative. Me personally, if you guys recall, I did make a video instructing you on how to add liquidity for Uniswap. Time flies by. Time does fly by. Where did I? Here. Okay, right here. Uniswap, 3 months ago. How to provide liquidity on Uniswap. Right, so I've been providing liquidity for 3 months now. So I'm now getting rewards. And will I add more to the pool right now? Not really. I don't plan on it because, like I said, it's not a good time to be risk on. I would rather hold fiat stables and deploy them at the right time and catch those X's. So that's my strategy. Any idea on why Gods Unchained pumped this week? Not sure. I don't follow Gods Unchained too closely. Mick Naz, thanks for always being honest. No problem. That's why I'm here. Somebody's got to keep it real. Take a look at VRA. So VRA in one of my green zones, you know what that means. Right, VRA sitting in a nice demand zone over here at 0.008. So below a penny. Could we see further downside? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely we can. Where is the next level? Over here from 0.004 down to 0.0018. Okay? So, yeah, personally, I think it's possible we do get this circle filled down here. When, I don't know. But right now we're in a demand level. This is where we bounced back in the summer of 2021 and saw a new all-time high at 8.7 cents from, again, below a penny. And I think VRA will again trade for multiple pennies, possibly, above 10, 15, 25 cents. And right now it's below a penny. It could take a while to play out, but VRA definitely one to have on your bear market shopping list. All Crypto Empire community members know we have been speaking about VRA for a very long time here, and we've made a lot of money with it. But now it's pretty much right back to where we started for the most part. So that's VRA. Do I think Beefy Finance will survive the bear market? Not sure. Don't have an answer for that question. Sensation X, what is the definition of a break in market structure? Great question, Sensation X. I do have the VRA chart opened up, so this is the perfect one to describe what a break in market structure does look like. So this is the 3-day price chart. This is zoomed out. This is a higher time frame, meaning that your technical analysis is more reliable on the higher time frame. A break in market structure is very simple. As you can see, I have these two white trend lines on my chart going back to December of 2020. Over 2 years now, these, or not over 2 years, a year and a half, these trend lines have been printed on the chart. Okay, these here, going back to December 2020. Notice how they've been used repeatedly as both, see, resistance, now support, 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 resistance, etc. Now over here, this was in November of 2021, the peak of the last market. You can see for the first time in about a year, right, because this is November 2021, these lines formed in December 2020. The first time in a year, we saw a break of the line to the downside. Every time it came to this line, it bounced, and it made a new high. Here again, bounced, made a new high. Now over here in November of 2021, we came back to the trend line, we broke through it, we back tested, and then we had just a huge breakaway candle here, huge sell-off. So this is what a break-in market structure is. It's when we see a huge either support line or resistance line get broken and see continuation further. All right, this is the perfect example here on VRA, right? Multi-year trend line broke. That's a break-in market structure. Hope that makes sense. Let me get a thumbs up in the chat if that one makes sense for you. Let's see. People click the buy/sell button with their own fingers. They can't blame others. Absolutely. Absolutely. Many people still FOMO into Terra. They can have fun. Good luck. Hey, sir, have you heard of Klikai, a play-to-earn crypto game? No, I have not heard about that. Fensta89. Connor is my crypto advisor and life coach. I love it. Fensta, I'm glad that you think of me in that regard. I'm just up here speaking my mind, and I'm glad that you resonate with what I say. That's all. So, thank you for that. eLive, what's up, y'all? By the way, we have 106 viewers and 41 likes. That's a horrible ratio. Please get that up to par. Smash the like button. Right? If you're here and you're enjoying the content, smash up that like button right now. Blue Zell, interesting. How do you feel about the Akala stablecoin protocol? The more I use it and learn about it, the more I like it. It will become the main stablecoin in crypto. Good point. So yeah, Akala was built to be the main DeFi hub of the Polkadot ecosystem. In terms of the stablecoin, it does have potential, right? I mean, right now we got to see what's going to happen with. It's good that Akala and Polkadot are big with our buddies over there in Davos. You know, maybe they won't crack down too hard on it, etc., etc. Maybe they'll implement it and regulate it so we can still use it. But we got to see what's going to happen. Of course, we got Lagarde talking about her precious CBDCs. So there's a lot of things up in the air right now. But yeah, I do think the Akala stablecoin has potential. But right now, USDC is your safest stablecoin. And Akala down 86% from its all-time high. As you guys recall, we participated in the parachain auction for Akala. And yeah, we've been in this from the beginning, from day one, literally. Early investors for the parachain auction. So I hope it does succeed. I'd like to see it succeed. It does have very high potential to succeed. Don talking about it. Doing a mad dumbbell workout while listening. Already got my work in for the day, Don, but I'm glad to see you putting in that work as well. Fabian Marquez. Interesting comment there, Fabian. DC Avire or Casper. Both are good. Both have high inflation. But Casper is a layer 1. Please review CRO. For CRO, I would look to go short. If we look at CRO. We're talking trade ideas. As you can see here on CRO, pretty obvious resistance here at 20. Okay. And then also pretty obvious resistance up here at 22 to 24. So for CRO, I'd be looking for shorts. That's my thoughts on CRO. And I talked about Qcoin token earlier. You know, if we talk about the exchange tokens, we do have CRO at number 2, market cap ranked 19, $4.8 billion. So there's more money to be made with these lower ones like Qcoin, basically. Thorchain as well. But yeah, CRO trading plan, I'm looking for shorts. And in terms of other exchange coins, I would rather hold BNB or KCS or Thorchain. CRO they just love to basically screw over their token holders and investors over and over and over again. Let's see, thoughts on that crazy Omicron rocket coin. Yeah, they launched at like the worst time possible. You know, we were up about 4 or 5x on it, and I was here on the live stream saying cover your risk. So I hope everybody covered their risk, because yeah, that one is looking dismal. That's my thoughts on it. I wouldn't touch that nowadays. I wouldn't look to DCA or anything like that. Let's see, Don saying Vito Corleone versus Michael Corleone. Who'd make the better crypto trader? I gotta say Vito Corleone, because my grandfather's name was Vito, right? Vito Pasquale Calamusi. So of course I'm gonna go with Vito. Thoughts on Phantasma? They have their own problems. Phantasma Soul, still a solid layer 1 gaming blockchain. Not going to do anything here in the bear market, but it's a solid project, and if they can overcome their difficulties, I think they can have a very bright future. FET is showcasing. Yeah, FET has been in with that crowd for a while. Not a surprise to see them over at the WAF forum. Oculus loves privacy coins. He loves XMR. Are there any other worth your time? Pirate Chain. Look, Monero is the king, right? You really only need Monero if you like privacy coins, because Monero is the Bitcoin of privacy coins, and it's what Bitcoin was meant to be. So yeah, you can potentially make more gains if you want to sell your privacy coins down the line. But if you want to hold privacy coins for the sake of transacting in private, all you need is Monero. If we look at our privacy coins, Dero is good because it's a blockchain, a layer 1, completely private. Has potential. We'll see if it does play out. Pirate Chain. And then, I mean, that's all you really need. We'll see what happens with all these other ones. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Blue Zell integrating with Kepler and Osmosis, $500 million coin, going to bust a Solana without the hidden wallet. Scammies. I've heard of Blue Zell. Here it is. I've heard of it, but I haven't looked into it, so I should look into this further before I make any comments about it. Cryptoverse Explorer saying he loves the channel, learning a lot. Keep up the good work. Thank you for that support. How do we feel about Davos? No comment. I'll have to make an Odyssey video so I can really speak my mind if you want to hear my full thoughts about that, because I definitely can't say that here. Alright. So, I mean, I covered everything I wanted to cover. Not a lot to talk about in regards to the market. Be smart with your stablecoins. If you want to expose yourself to risk for a 7% yield, be my guest. But, I mean, yeah, the risk could be super small. But the point of stablecoins is to deploy them when everybody wants them. And that is when we see a huge market sell-off. Nobody has their stablecoins, but they all want it and panic. That's when you sell your stablecoins for their alts. You ride out the altcoins. You sell them back to the people that panic sold. 10x prices higher. When it comes to Bitcoin, we're chopping around sideways right now. Like I talked about my trading plan here, 32, 33K. I'm looking for shorts. I think we will break these lows, head down to the 20K level. And this could be the bottom. Who knows? Nobody can time the bottom perfectly. ETH at 2K. Levels for ETH. If anybody's curious, we got levels over here from 1600 down to 1300. Then if we see sub 1K ETH, I'll be buying a whole bunch of it. But even down here from 1600 to 1300 is a good level. Right, very affordable compared to up over here at, you know, $4,150, $4,500, $4,800 for ETH that we saw back in November at the peak of the market. So discounts across the board. You're here in crypto for a reason, to make gains and to dominate. If you leave now, it's not going to happen. Now is the time to double down, focus, play your cards correctly, because if you do play your cards correctly, it will pay off massively down the line. All right, so stay strong out there. Take personal responsibility. Play your cards right. Don't even think about throwing in the towel. And let's see what's happening in the chat before I start wrapping this up. Let's see, Don Ragnar. I wouldn't worry about Davos. A lot of investors not affiliated with the nefarious activities go there to see tech being showcased. Yeah, good point. It's like a big expo for all the new tech. Thoughts on Equilibria Games? Don't know too much about it to talk about it. FTM and SYS. I think there's better layer ones out there. Guy Crip talking about IrisNet holders. I will look at that for you because you've been asking persistently about it. Interesting. So let's see if we can get a look at the wallets here. Find some info about these wallets. Anybody know where I can see that info? Let me know in the chat. All right, what's the website? Chain of blocks. And why doesn't it show up in my search? Can only see on CoinMarketCap. All right, let's go check out CoinMarketCap real quick. See, usually I use something like Dex Tools, which is able to track the amount of holders because it's a MetaMask wallet. But something like this on a lot of centralized exchanges is a little bit different. So if we go to wallets over here, I'm not sure where to see the holders personally. Looks like some people aren't too big of fans over here. A lot of hate. A lot of hate on Iris over here in the CoinMarketCap fan section, comment section. And in terms of token holders, for something like this, because we're not on something like Dex Tools where I can clearly see a number, I'm not really sure what to tell you. So yeah, no comment. But you know, if I knew about it, I would speak about Iris. But it seems that the community is speaking their mind over here, right? And they're not the biggest fans of this coin, so I wouldn't really worry about this. I think there's a lot of other opportunities to make gains in crypto other than IrisNet. So, I mean, I'm not sure why you're so kind of interested in it, but I think there's better options out there for coins to basically invest in. With that being said, it's time to go ahead and start wrapping up this Crypto Empire weekly live stream. We did cover a lot. And in regards to the market, nothing really happening. Cardano, some people asked about Cardano earlier. Look at where we are. So a break in market structure, again, we had that question. What's a break in market structure? We had this trend line from the all-time high from back here in August of 2021. Right, Cardano had its all-time high in September. But anyway, if we end up, as you can see, we closed below this trend line, but then the next candle we got back in the channel. Now, if we end up closing below this channel and breaking away, again, that's a break in market structure. And it is possible this does happen here on Cardano. So that's ADA. Somebody asked about that earlier in the stream, so I thought I would share it with you. Key levels below current price at 53 cents. We do have one. I'm not sure why I don't have this marked. But I mean, this is kind of all one big demand zone. Call it 30 cents for simplicity's sake. 25 cents, then all the way down here at around 16, 17, down to 8. So no guarantees these levels get hit, but it's possible. It is possible. And we would, of course, need to see a break in market structure for these prices to get hit. And that would just be a break of this channel trend line that has been used as support repeatedly over the past 6 or 7 months or so. With that being said, it's time to start wrapping up the Crypto Empire weekly live stream. If you're not already subscribed to Crypto Empire, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. Before I end the stream, I can see we do have 110 viewers and only 54 likes. So if you could, before you go ahead and exit and go watch whatever else you're going to watch on YouTube or do whatever else you're going to do during your Sunday, smash up the like button for me. I greatly do appreciate that. Join the Crypto Empire free Telegram group. You should be in the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group as well. Right, I share a ton of value in there every single day, and I will keep on doing so every single day. And of course, now's the time to learn how to trade as well. So go to cryptoempireco.io and enroll in the Crypto Empire Premium Elite Trading course. You do get 2 free months of the Discord upon your enrollment. All links can be found in the description of the live stream down below. Other than that, it is time for me to go, so enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I will be here throughout the week like always, and I'll be here again next Sunday, and the Sunday after that, and the Sunday after that, because at this point, everybody is so conditioned, their mind is conditioned for the Sunday weekly live stream that I simply cannot miss it. All right, so thank you for all of your support. I appreciate you guys engaging with me over the hour that we do share every single Sunday. With that being said, it's time for me to go. So get back to whatever you were doing before. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great week upcoming. Be productive. Go make some stables, some fiat. Get ready to buy the dips coming in the next few months. It's time for me to go. So I'll see you